Well, thank you for joining me on this Friday. This has been a great week as we've studied a very important subject, and that is how to deal with conflict as a Christian. Now, all week we've been talking about the boy David and a giant by the name of Goliath and how he handled the conflict between the two. Now, today we want to look back in 1 Samuel chapter 17 at verse 58 for our lesson of today. And it says this, "And Saul said to him, Whose son art thou, thou young man? And David answered, I am the son of thy servant Jesse, the Bethlehemite." What happens here? What are we learning today? Well, David had entered into a conflict, a chosen conflict. He chose against the giant Goliath, and he had destroyed the giant. He had won the conflict. He left witnesses to the fact that he had won the conflict. But today, in verse 58, we see something that is so important for all of us. When we win a conflict, remember this, that we never let our success change who we are. Many times Christians will win a conflict, whether that conflict be a spiritual or mental or social or financial. But once we've won that conflict, many times we choose to let it change us. But I want to challenge you today, according to the Word of God, and the lesson we learned from David, never let your victory of conflict ever change who you are. You are who you are by the grace of God. God bless you. You have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you next week.